everybody, welcome back to RachandBella Crafts. Rachel here. I hope you're all well. So welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I've been able to get some regular tutorials up because as I mentioned in my last video, I've actually been poorly, but thankfully way on the mend, and it's so nice to now be back in my craft room. And I am diving straight into autumn today. So I'm doing a couple of videos now over the next few days, hopefully, all being well. And the theme is tons with tags. And basically, I'm going to show you tons of different things that you can do with tags. In the past, I've done videos like this where I've jammed loads and loads of ideas into one video. And I know that for some of you, you find that helpful, but for others, you want to see a little bit more into like how I get to the end result. So what I thought we'd do instead this time is do a couple of shorter little videos, you know, and then it gives you the opportunity then to try it out while I'm doing it. So I will try to slow myself down a bit and show you what I'm doing. Because if you have been following along over the last couple of weeks, you will have noticed that I have given you all tons of tags. So you don't need to go anywhere else other than nip to our Ko-fi page and download the freebies, because these were the freebies on there, these are the freebies on there, and I got some others on here that were also freebies on there. These ones then are out of the kit. There are literally tons and tons of tags in our autumn. This is one of the freebie tags. But yeah, there is no need for you to not have tags. And then of course we've got these in our Times and Seasons kit. I think that one's also out of the Times and Seasons kit. And then we've got the Patchwork Pretties and Stitching Time. So lots and lots going on here. But yeah, you've literally been given loads and loads and loads of these glorious, gorgeous tags. So I'm going to show you some different ideas of what you can do with them, other than obviously just making tags with them, which I advise that you do, of course. Check me out. Look how organised I am today. I am so pleased with myself. I was all excited, got ready to come in and start my autumn stuff yesterday. And I looked around my craft room in despair because it was just not inspiring me at all. So I just ripped everything out, rearranged it all, moved the cupboard, this, that and the other, tidied myself up. And I've got up this morning now able to think, which is lovely. Unfortunately, I'm a little later starting my crafting than I'd preferred because I had to go and have bloods done. But there we are, job done. So let's get cracking. So what I'm going to do today is show you how I'm going to work with this. Now, like I say, this is a freebie on our Ko-fi page. So if you want to do the exact same thing as me, great. Go and pop over onto our Ko-fi page and you can download these gorgeous, cute little patchwork tags. However, if you don't want to do that and you're working on a different theme, that's okay too. Just get yourself a piece of paper, okay? Because you can do the same thing that we're doing here now with just a blank piece of paper. Probably best if you don't use a white sheet of paper, you know, make it a little interesting, guys. Grab something with something on it, music paper, anything. You can do this anything. But I'm going to be doing it with my tags. But just to give you an idea, you can do it with just any patterned paper at all, okay? And you will only need pattern on the one side, which is the great thing about this project, which is why I kind of came up with this idea today. Okay, so enough waffle. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of room here, and then we will get on. So to start, we are simply going to take, I'm going to take my sheet and I'm going to fold it in half. If you are working with a plain piece of paper or music paper or anything else, book page, anything, again, do the same fold. So we're going to simply fold the piece of paper in half. Now, when I put this digital together, I did so with this kind of a project in mind. I didn't quite know what I was going to do with it at the time, but hence why I put the little bit of a gap, so that when you do fold, you're not actually losing any of the image there, okay? And I'll show you how we deal with that in a little minute. Now, you can, if you want, get your scoreboard now and score, or not. I did do a draft one just now with my scoreboard, but I didn't find that it was very exact. So I'm going to just try this again now. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to just literally score down each of these folds here. So I'm hoping that they will fold as I need them to. So it's not a case of at any size point, it's just a case of, well, For me, I'm scoring where I've got marks. However, if you are using a blank piece of paper, you will want to divide it equally into 5 sections. Okay, hope that's helpful. I'm just trying to give you a workaround there if you are using any paper that you've got there. Okay, so I've scored that now. I'm wondering if I might just, no, I'm not going to do it the other side as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make, do it like a zigzag fold, I would call it. What's the other word for it? Not harmonica, harpsichord I was going to say. It's definitely not harpsichord. Harpsichord's a piano, isn't it? Right, before we fold, just a quick thought. I'm going to just really, really quickly ink around. I did actually invest in some new inks, which I was very excited about for autumn, because I literally have been using the same kind of like just walnut stain distress oxide for 3 years. So I'm like, right, it's time to get a little bit adventurous now, Rach. So I am testing out some different colours here. This is Rusty Hinge that I've got here. So what I'm going to just do before I fold them is I'm just going to very carefully go around my edges I currently have, just so that it makes it easier for me to do this, because otherwise if you're trying to do this when it's folded, it can be a little bit tricky. But this is just a helpful way to get rid of any of those stark white edges that you might have. Now, if you have got a double-sided paper, you probably won't be too worried about doing this, because the chances of you having any white popping out are going to be very slim. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, I like this colour. I was just getting a bit of a flat thing because I was looking through my inks thinking, I'm sure I bought one that was like orangey. I did, it's this one. Look at that, it's like a burnt umber. Oh, my favourite autumn colour. And I'm just gonna really quickly go around the edges on the inside. Actually, maybe better using one of these to do this. Only faintly, but just so that if any of the inside is seen, it's like I said, it's not, you know, stark white, if that makes sense. So we're literally just gonna go around the edge like this. There we go. Oh gosh, guys, it's so nice to be back at my desk. You won't believe how much I miss my crafting. It seems like it's been ages. And of course, I've been busy working on the collaboration kit for next month, which is almost done, guys. I know a couple of you have asked, are we having a Christmas kit? Yes, we are. We are. It will be out very, very soon. Bear with. Like I say, I'm a little bit behind because obviously I lost 2 weeks being poorly, but I did try to utilise some of that time whilst I was on the sofa, and the second week I was able to get my laptop out, so we shouldn't be too long now. There we go. Right, so now you see that if it does part, you're just going to see that rather than all the white. Okay, so let's try and fold this now and see how this goes. So we're going to fold, go that way first. Yeah, so we're going to fold that way first. Now I'm obviously aiming to match up my tags with each edge. Yeah. And then I'm going to fold backwards. So we're going to turn it over like this. I'm really keen to try and make sure that I match up my ends with each other. And then I'm going to fold back this way. And it's more important for my, you know, my edges to meet than it is for me to be dead on with my actual tag thing there. So that's going to ruin the effect otherwise, but okay, yeah. So just try and, if you can, match your edges up there, and then we're going to fold back again and try and get that as close as I can to the edge. There we go. Okay, right. Let me just firm that down now. It's always a little tricky when you're doing anything where your papers are folded double, like, you know, will be folded in half and then folded, because you're always going to have a bit of movement where the, you know, like here, for example. But don't worry about that too much. Okay, so you should now have your little harmonica. Woohoo! There we go, my little squeezy box. Now, if you are working along like me and you're going to do yours in tag shape, the next thing that you're going to do now is to very bravely take your scissors, and I've got little white bits on mine because obviously I've used a tag kit. If you're using a plain paper, you're just going to have to use your imagination, but I'm going to simply snip and hold the papers together really tightly when you do this, okay, so that they don't move as you start to cut through them, because there's a very real risk of that happening otherwise. And once I've done that, I'm just going to quickly ink that, and then on the other side try and do the same. Oh, actually, yeah. Oh, and off there too. There we are. I'm just like, don't want paper flicking everywhere on my desk or on my carpet because my room is so clean. I love it. I know how long it'll stay this way, but in the meantime, right now you might just want to quickly go down your folded edges. So, just where you've just cut that, you know, just ink around. Obviously, inking is entirely up to you, but I just think it finishes it off nice, if you know what I mean. Nicely even. Right, so there's that one there, and I've done those edges there now. Lovely. Now I'm going to turn it upside down now. So that's how we had it. We cut those two. Now I'm going to turn it upside down, or rather cut those two, turn it over. Now we're going to cut these ones as well, okay? So go for it. That corner there, and that corner there. I'm just going to rub some ink over there. So those white edges there were a bit like, oh my goodness, they look white. Yeah. And then the same there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Now we have got ourselves now a little taglet notebook. I love taglets. I love tags, full stop. When I first started journaling, I was like, oh right, yes, tag, cut it out, back it with a bit of book page or something, and then you know, just stick it in a pocket. But now, these days, now I'm designing my own papers, and it's like, oh, but you could do this with it, and you could do that with it. So I love it. I love exploring new things that we can do. So I've now got myself a cute little double-sided notebook with a nice bit of backing. So what are we going to do? Right, we're going to make a few little pockets and tucks in there. Now you'll notice in the front flap here, this is open. That's okay, and I'll show you what we can do that, and on the back as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of glue, like so. I'm just going to open this up to do this because I don't want to. And I'm just going to glue across the top here. Right, there we go. Just there, just to shut that down there, okay? Close the flap. Yeah, and then the same this side. And then that will create for us then 2 little pockets on either end. Okay. Keep an eye on the time. I don't want this video to get too long for you. There we go. Right, so we've let those dry a minute now. Right, in the meantime, while that's drying, I'm just going to grab all my studiously readied fussy cutting. Grab whatever you've got to hand, guys. Now, what I have done as well, I had some, this is the Stitch in Time kit I'm working here, if anybody wants to know. It's the new ephemera kit that came out. What I've done is I've printed 4 pages to a page. Now, I have got a tutorial on how to do this and how to reduce your printing size. So, how to take something basically from this size to print out this size, okay? And you do it by printing 4 pages on 1 piece of paper, and it's in your printing settings. I will put the link in my description box of this video on how to adjust your printing settings for anyone who hasn't seen that video yet or has forgotten. Please do go check that out, because the lovely thing about it is you then get these were journal cards, so they're normally this big, but I can now use them for all sorts of things, and they've got lots of pretty pictures. So I thought these would make some super duper little pockets, and I've only cut them in half for now, but let's cut these down. So we're going to make ourselves some lovely little pockets. What did I just do with that? Oh, blimey. And I've also been using the aged mahogany. That's the colour I've got going on here, which was a good match actually, because the colour that I use to go around the edge of these journal cards is actually pretty much the same. So that worked out well. I'm not quite sure about Mr. Gnome. Oh, we'll have her. She's lovely. I like this. I love this image on here. Okay, yeah. So this morning, like I say, I had to go down and have some blood tests done today. Oh, I got a really funny story. I don't know if I should tell you. I'm not sure if it's appropriate. Oh, I'm sure it is. You guys have got a good sense of humour, haven't you? It's not lurid or anything, but it's perhaps a bit crass. No, maybe not. A little personal, we'll say. So I had to go to the doctor's last week because I've got this problem in my neck. You all know about it. I've moaned about it consistently for the last 2 months now. And I've got like a little lump of come on the back of my neck. So we've kind of I contacted like rheumatology one thing, and then they said, "Oh, go to the GP because they think it's mechanical." I have no idea what that term means. If there's anybody watching who's a nurse or medically trained, I don't know what they mean by mechanical, but they're adamant it's got nothing to do with my rheumatoid. It's more likely to be to do with my osteopenia. So whatever. Okay. So I'm like, right, okay. It's taken me weeks and weeks to get a doctor's appointment. Finally went down. The doctor was hilarious. Well, he wasn't hilarious. I have a very low threshold for numpties, but he was a scream. We all go on about him and say, if you get a call from this one GP, it's like, oh gosh, you may as well not have had an appointment, basically. But I went in and he had a pair of blue rubber gloves on. I thought, I don't know what I think you're going to be inspecting, doctor, but it's just my neck. Made me sit by the door, had a mask on, so he was obviously like super nervous with germs and stuff, which was fair enough because I also was full up with a cold, but that's fine. So anyway, he came over to like look at my neck and with his rubber gloved hand, like was just gently like tapping on it like that. So I'm sitting there again, very low threshold for numpties that day because I won very well, thinking to myself, well, doc, if you're waiting for me to like yell out ow because I'd said it's hurting all the time, you're gonna have to do better than that because I can't even feel you pressing on it, basically. So he kind of like, anyway, so right, well, we'll run some tests. Oh, right, okay, which is just code normally for nothing's gonna get done. Asked me if I wanted physio on it again. I was like, oh, okay, I'm sure you can have physio on a lump on your neck, but anyway, they're just going to tell me to like sit up straight, aren't they? I mean, I know that. I don't really think that'll help, but anyway. So he said, all right, do some bloods, and can you do bring in a urine sample? So I was like, oh, right, okay, that's a bit weird, but anyway. So he gives me this pouch thing that looks like a blood test pouch, and puts a bottle in it and a label. And I was kind of half listening. I think I still had a bit of a temperature at the time. I mean, I was quite feverish for almost the 2 weeks that I was poorly. So I was kind of listening, but at the same time, not really taking it in. I just wanted to get home. And he said, oh, make an appointment early. No, make an appointment to have bloods done, and you need to do this early in the morning. So, of course, my brain had heard make an appointment early in the morning. So when I went out and spoke to the receptionist, I was like, oh, I think the doctor said I need to have my bloods done early in the morning. So I see a little bit confused. So I'm stood there then with this bottle in my hand and the slip, looking at it thinking, you know, your brain's like going around really slowly, which is not like me, as you know. Everything's 1,000 miles an hour normally. And I went, oh no, because she offered me an appointment for 12:20. And I was like, oh, I think that'll be too late. He said I got to do it early in the morning. So after a minute or two of in and hour in and looking, I suddenly thought, oh, hang on, I don't think he means that. I think he means I need to take my urine sample early in the morning. So I said that to her and laughed, and then she laughed, and she was like, yeah, I think that's what he meant. I was like, okay, I'll have an appointment at 12:20. That's fine. So last night I was super organised, and I got my little bottle ready. And I went in and said, sure, right, I'm going to forget in the morning. I know I am, because I always get busting for the loo. Where can I put this now where I'll see it? Which is just stupid because I can't see anything in the mornings. So I thought, right, I know, I'll put it on top of the loo inside the toilet roll holder. I'll remember it there. So I got up this morning, ran into the loo, and thought, oh, I got to do my sample. Picked the bottle up, and as I'm looking at the bottle, looked at it and thought, oh, hang on a minute, that doesn't look like a sample bottle. That looks like a blood test bottle. Oh my word, I'm thinking, that's for the bloods to be put in, is it? That's why it's in a bloods bag. Because I was really confused about what he'd handed me. It wasn't like what you'd normally be handed, you know? So, and I'm sorry if this is gross anyway. I'm trying not to be too graphic. But, so I'm just stood there now thinking, legs crossed, I really need to go to the toilet. But I don't know what to do now because I don't think this is what I think it is. So then I thought, oh, blow it. I'm not turning up to the doctor's surgery with a urine sample in a blood test bottle. That would just be ridiculous. I'd be laughing at the place. So I thought, right, look, worst comes to worst, I will have to ask them for a bottle when I get there, and I'll drop it in tomorrow. So anyway, I get down to the doctor's surgery, go in for my bloods, hand her the bag with the bottle. Obviously nothing in it. And she looked at it and she went, oh no, my love, that's for you to do a wee sample in, she said. So of course I burst out laughing. So she just looked at me and she was like, you all right? And I was like, clearly not, no. I said, that's why I told her the story. Well, she was weak. Oh, love, it's all right, she said. It's fine, don't worry. We all get confused sometimes. And I was like, well, I must just be very special, I think, because I just get confused a lot these days. But honestly, but I looked at her and I said, you know, with a blood sample, it's got the bit in the top of the lid, haven't it, that you can press in, or they push into the, you know, the thing that's in your arm, don't they? What's it called? I can't think what it's called anyway. Well, it was like that. The lid looked like that. So I'm sorry, but I still stand by the fact I'm adamant he gave me, I'm sure it's a bloods bottle. I'm not going to go downstairs and get it and show you, but draw the line at that. But I'm telling you, that was not a wee sample bottle. They're normally much bigger with a white cap. So when I said this to her, though, she was like, oh, well, things are changing all the time. And I thought, I feel like you're being like a mother to me now, and you're doing what I do to my kids in the past, where they ask me questions and then I answer, and I'm not really listening. I'm just giving an answer that I think they want to hear. So yeah, I'm not still not convinced, but I'm now going to have to use that now in the morning and take it down and hope to goodness that when I get there, the receptionist doesn't look at me like I got something wrong with me. Well, obviously got something wrong with me. I wouldn't be in there giving a sample in, but you know what I mean. Something that can't be fixed by having urine sample done. So there we go. Right, I'm going to cut some of these, and I am so grateful to Lisa. Hi, Lisa, who is one of my wonderful admin team. Hi, girls. Phyllis, Steph, Lenore. They are the admin team, and Lisa, obviously, on our Facebook group. Wonderful ladies. Two of them are also in our design team, Phyllis and Steph, and they're very helpful when I'm doing kits, because sometimes I get a bit lost and I go off at a tangent. Me, I know. And then I forget like the basics that I need or something, and I'll say, right, can I have a look what I've done? Can you tell me if it needs anything else? And they are great. So Lisa said to me, Rach, why don't you do some vertical words? And I'm so pleased she did, because I'm going to use them now. Right, waffle, enough waffle. What's the time? Oh, right, we've got 15 minutes until the back door goes. My craft room door is open, so I don't really want to have to edit that noise out. I need to be a bit quicker now. So what have I got here? Scented. I've been thinking about candles when I did this, did I? Glistening, yeah, must have been. Luminous, yeah, where did I get these words from? They sound good, they're okay. And then this one, mulberry, there we are. Like it. Right, okay. So what we're going to do now, that's dry now, that glue, and I've cut and I've inked all of these bits whilst telling you my very silly story. And we're going to begin here, I think. The nice thing about this paper is it doesn't matter which way up I do it. It's just what I prefer on the front. I think that is the front page. So I'm going to open this now, and then inside, and we've got ourselves a nice little pocket there now, so you can stick something in there. Okay. But here, now I'm going to make a proper pocket, you know. That's a tuck, sorry, on the side. I'm going to put a pocket on here now. Just edge that. Oh, right. So I'm thinking, now what you can do, you can either put your pocket at the bottom like this and have it in shape with the bottom of the tag, or you can take it to the edge and just nip that corner off. Okay, which I think is what I'm going to do. Yes, I am. I'm going to make a decision. Right, come on along then, Rach. Less waffle. Let's get this job done. So I'm going to put a pocket here. Oh, this is going to be so stinking cute. I love doing little things like this. These are great for Happy Mail. They are great if you would like a small little ephemera holder to hold your fussy cuts, perhaps. I know I always end up with like fussy cuts left over. I get very enthusiastic about cutting everything out, and then if you don't use everything, you see how quickly I have to move on to my next project, and sometimes I have fussy cuts left over. So it'd be nice to have something like this then to be able to pop what's left over in. If that makes sense. Yeah, think that corner. Lovely. Now, obviously, if you want to like really go to town and make, you know, oh, you know, really embellishes. You can add stitching, but the nice thing about these papers I'm using today is, look, I've already put the stitching in for you, so it looks like the stitching on everything. So it doesn't really matter if you add any in or not. Should we pop that one there, just so it's a little bit different? Yes, let's do that. Come on, make some decisions now. Be brave. Be brave. Don't need too much glue. This glue, by the way, I've started using this glue last month. It's great. It's called Nuvo. I'm probably saying that wrong. Where did I get it from? Online, obviously. I got it. That's a good question, actually. Where did I get it from? But somebody else is using it. I've seen someone else using this glue. I'm not sure if it's, it might be Margaret at Seven Plaza. I think I watched one of her videos the one day, and, not I watched one of her videos the one day. I regularly watch Margaret's videos. I was watching one of her videos one day and saw her mention, I think, that she was trying out new glue. And I thought, oh, good, because I need new glue. So I had problems getting the art glitter glue. There we are. So we've done a little pocket like that there. So let's do something a bit different this side now. We're going to do a tuck this side. But I want to reinforce it a bit. So I think I'm going to do a multi-tuck like this. And then I'm going to put that over the top. Oh, look at that. Look what it says on the postcard. Can you see? Tucks postcard. That's so funny. I think it's funny. I'm going to use a bit of my lovely full washi tapes. Aren't they cute? I love them. The range, if anybody's wondering. I'm going to put a bit of that on there. Try not to take too long to do this, but I want it to look nice. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just thinking a little bit of washi. Washi that edge down. Nicky Knocky Noo is what my grandmother used to say to my brother. He's in trouble. Oh, kids, because his name is Nick, and she used to call him Nicky, which he goes mad if we do now. But my grandmother called him Nicky because her nickname, get it, was Nicky, because her last name was Nicholas, which obviously instantly then was my brother's name. Which I don't actually know. I'll have to ask our mum. I'll have to ask Bella. Mum, did you name Nick because of Grandma's last name? I don't know. I know where she got his middle name from, but I don't know if he's Nicholas because it was my grandmother's maiden name. Maybe. Right, I'm going to just glue this down now so it doesn't come up because it's a tuck. A bit of glue. This glue is good, and it's good because not too much comes out, but I do find, if like myself, you struggle with your grip, it can be a bit, you know, you've got to be a bit fierce with it sometimes. So I think it's one to kind of, what I did before I started my video, I did kind of squeeze the bottles a couple of times, and then I had it upside down to get all of the glue to come down ready. Do you know what I mean? Here we are. So that's a nice little, sorry, got ourselves a double tuck there. Now look, so tuck something there, and if you really want to, you tuck something behind there too. See? Huh? Lovely. Right, what should we put on this side here? Oh, I know what we put on this one here. Bear with. I think we'll have ourselves a little. I'll use this one, I think. We'll do a belly band, just to be different. Oh, that'll be nice. A little bit of ribbon. Bob's your uncle, as they say. Shall I use the fabric? No, I'm going to try this. I think this will hold fabric. Leave to dry on flat surface 24 hours. Blimey, you've got time for that. I haven't. No, it doesn't take 24 hours to dry. Everything is drying pretty quickly, I'll be honest. I haven't had any problems using it for my paper crafts up to now. We'll see now if the fabric sticks. It may stick, it may not, but we'll find out now. No. This is really is a project for you to not have to overthink, if that makes sense. So get all your bits out ready and try to keep things as simple as you can. But even though simple, they are effective. And like I say, this is a super cute way to send happy mail to somebody. You know, if you want to send some bits and pieces to someone. And of course you can do them as a bigger size as well, but I just think that this is just a nice size. And then turn it over then, this will be the front of the back. So I am just thinking here, I may just, shall I put one of these on the front of there? Yeah, let's do that, shall we? Right, so I've got one of these here now. These are out of one of the Times and Seasons kits. Oh, I love this rusty hinge. Oh, this is nice. I've never never thought to have colours and stuff before with my what are they called? My inks. I've always just had, you know, the brown one. Oh look, shall we use some of this ribbon? Oh, this is fun. Put that on the front. It's a bit bright. No, I'll use that inside of the belly band. Let's use some of this lovely trim to go on the top of here. Should we go with the burnt umber? Yes. I was tamping when I got poorly because I was super organised and I'd gone and bought lots of lovely, you know, I hadn't spent loads of money, but I was just excited about having the opportunity to use my autumn crafty bits. And then I was poorly bad, so it was a little bit frustrating, I'll be honest. But I was determined I'm going to have some fun now this week before we move on to our next subject. And of course we've got our retreat at the end of the month. Oh, it's so exciting! So exciting. So I intend fully to take the time to finish off what I haven't finished on my autumn journals. Because obviously I've got 3 to make now, haven't I? If you were watching my last video with the covers on there. And then I'm going to put a little bit across the bottom. Nice trim, also from the range. Oh, they had some lovely stuff there. Oh, super good news as well. We found out that we've got another one coming now to our local super centre. By the way, Mum saw it on the paper last night. The range is coming to Cwmbran. Mum lives in Cwmbran. She'd be super excited by that. One's recently opened up the valley from where I live, but it's the wrong way for Mum and Dad now. It's near where they used to live, but it's not where they live now. So it's that's a good like half an hour. Maybe a bit longer drive for them, but yeah, no, there's one coming to Cwmbran, so that'll be exciting because they do good stuff. Right, I'm going to stick that on the front there because I think that's quite cute. Yes, I like that. And I'm going to stick it on like a tuck. My hands are shaking. Sorry, guys. Excitement because I'm finally crafting. Yay! And I'm going to leave it like a side tuck so we can pop something in if we want to. Okay, and then I'm going to just go into the inside bit now. And again, I'm going to, what should we do here? Ooh, that's a nice one. We'll go with the other blues and greens. Shall I layer something underneath that? I think so, yes. What else have we got here? Ooh, front right now. That's too big. Okay. Decision, Rachel, make a decision. Oh, pink, yes. That'll be nice. Do it like that. Okay, right, let me just quickly ink. Sorry. There we are. Right, okay. And then I'm thinking I'm going to stick that at a bit of a angle like that. And I wonder, I hope I don't want this tumbling. This is quite nice. So I might put a bit of that on there. They're not very sticky though. Find that with your washi tape sometimes they're not very sticky. So what I'm going to do is just pop a bit of glue where I'm going to put my washi tape just to encourage it to stay where I need it to go. Just cut that bit off there. And I'm going to use that just to hold that in place whilst I do the tricky bit of the sticking. So I'm bright ideas. There we are. There we go. Now, obviously, you don't need to watch all this bit if you are not interested in how I'm decorating mine or filling it. That's fine. Just watch the folding bit at the beginning. I hope you stick with me though, because it is fun to have some ideas on how to, you know, embellish. That's the word I'm trying to think of. So we've got a bit of a layer going on there. Ooh, lovely. Ooh. I'll glue that then onto the page. I might put it down the bottom actually, and then stuff won't fall out then. Like I say, you really don't need a lot of this glue. It is very good near the bottom. There we are. Well, that looks good there, didn't it? Yep, like that, very much. Just match that edge in there. Lush. Right, should we do like a little cluster one by here now? Yeah, cluster. Oh, I know. Found these earlier on. Now, I'm sure that a lovely Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors, I knew it was something to do with Labradors. I don't want to say Labradors now. Sunflowers and Doors, she sent me these, what are they called? Leaves. 2 years ago when I had her for my Secret Santa, which we are doing in our Facebook group. And the draw is actually, I've got to do that, I think today. Is it the 18th today? No, tomorrow. There we are. So if you do want to sign up for the Secret Santa, and we swap gifts and, you know, one thing or another. But it is being drawn this week because I want it done nice and early for people this year. Because otherwise, when this got to be sent a long way, it arrives very late. So, but you mustn't open it. No, you have to wait until Christmas. Perhaps we should do it the first. If everybody gets this nice and early, perhaps we should do it the first 12 days of December, which would be nice because we're always a bit busy after that, then, aren't we? But yeah, so we all send each other. It is 13. We actually send 13 Christmassy, Christmas presents, or crafty things wrapped up, and then we share the pictures then of what people have sent on the Facebook group. So if you want to take part but you're not quite sure what you want to wrap up or what to get for your partner, if you go into last year's event page, everybody posted their photos on there. So just go into our group and type in Secret Santa and then they'll all come up. Oh, I do like that. Right, okay, so let's put another pocket in here. I think I'm going to use that one there. And like I say, I will clip off the bits then that go over here. Oh, that fits perfectly on there. If I do forget to put the link, you know what I'm like, to that tutorial, just ask in the comments if you are looking for it and I will try and remember to put it up. And if I do forget, literally, if you just go into my channel, you will see there how to print in different sizes. I think the video is called or something like that. Yeah. Just ink that corner there. Lovely jubbly. Oh, that's cute. I do like that there. So we've got ourselves a nice little tucky pocket there now. We've got ourselves a nice tucky pocket there. Oh golly, how did I? Oh no, I thought I glued it shut then. This price for mine. You know what I'm like. And then we need to put something on this side now, don't we? Let's just put a little tuck side there. Oh, I know what we could do. This is rather nice. Let's put a bit of this in here, shall we? And we will make a little pocket out of this. Yes, good thinking. Good thinking. Quite a deep one, perhaps. I'm going to glue around here. And then stick the fabric on. So. God, you know, you won't believe the amount of Netflix series. Well, I'm actually been on Disney now, watching series on there last week and the week before. I got through loads. I'm running out of things to watch now. I don't sleep well at night. I do like a good series to watch in bed. We're watching one in the evening at the minute about the Yorkshire Ripper. The Long Shadow, I think it's called. That's on ITV. It's a UK channel. Oh, I like that. That's cute. Yeah, we can pop some ephemera in there. Where's that lovely, there we go. Let's pop that in there. I was a bit frustrated because I printed all these little labels off this morning to use for decorating, and they printed on the wrong paper. So, but actually, they'll be ideal for this. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Lovely. Yeah, cluster. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I just need now to put something on the front. I need to put some ephemera in there. That's not going to fit. Right, pop that in there then, Rich. Come on. It fits in the box. Nearly done, guys. Stick with me. We're nearly done. Now, just as a reminder for you all our autumn kits, in fact, all of our kits are currently 30% off. That will end now as we come to the end of the month. And yeah, so if you want to go and grab yourself a bargain, do so. And also, if you wanted to grab our previous Christmas kits, they are all in the sale at the moment as well. And they will be on sale now until just the end of this month, because when we start the collaboration, then there'll be a different promotional thing going on to do with the new kit. Oh, I'm so excited about our new kit. I love it. I'm so excited. I can't stop making papers, and I have to stop now because it's getting too big. So, where's the only thing? That's the wrong colour. I should have done that in the darker one. The aged mahogany was a lovely ink. I do like it very much. There we go. Put that in there. Very nice. And then, oh, I'll pop that one in under the belly band because that should be dry now. There we go. So all I've got left to do now is to put something on the front. Put that in there like so. That's the back pocket. There we are. Right, something on the front. What am I going to put on the front? What have I got here? Oh, look at these. Shall I stick with these? I'm gonna. This will be fun. Yes. Why not? Say, I never use stickers ever. I just forget I have this stuff. But I did get these in the range, and I thought they were super cute. So, oh, we've got to have her, haven't we? Right. I'm gonna have to glue that down properly, but that's okay. Right. And I've got some cutie paper here. I'm just gonna put that one in there so it doesn't get some paper. A bit of texture behind her. That's it. So just peel a bit of this. That'll be fine. Small enough. There we go. Okay, that's fine. Okay. A little unconventional, I know, but we'll be able to have fun as well, haven't we? I did put a couple of these little gonks into the freebie this weekend, I think. It was on the page of one of the tags. I think it's in the freebie. Or it was in the Stitch in Time kit. But there are a couple of little fussy cut gonks in there somewhere for you guys. So if you do want to, there we are. Oh no, little, there we are. Look at these guys are in there. So if you want to pop them on there, you can do. There we go. So there we have our super cute little taglet. I believe, I know that when Suzanne from Non-Stop Papercrafts has made them, something similar to this, she calls it a zine. I don't know if this qualifies as a zine, I don't know, but I think it's super cute. Lots of little pockets, and I think that would be lovely to have as a happy mail from somebody. A little bit of ribbon around there now, and that'll do perfectly to do it. I'm looking around me for a bit of thread, but I know I've done with it. So that's fine. Okay, I'll leave it at that, guys. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I hope you'll come back tomorrow for another video on our tons of things to do with tags. And I will see you all very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.